Hello guys, so I came up with a new topic. Earlier, I got selected for the systems engineer at Infosys, but we got an opportunity to upgrade our profile to the digital specialist engineer, which had a package of around 6.25 LPA. And many of you have been asking like how you can upgrade your profile even if you join as a systems engineer. So how you can do that? So basically, what was my selection process? Like, once you give the aptitude test, after that you'll have your interview, and if you got selected for that, you'll get a package of 3.6 LPA. And if you want to upgrade from there itself, if they give you that opportunity, or even if they do not give that opportunity, you can upgrade it after joining Infosys. They'll give you a chance to upgrade your package to either 6.25, which is for the digital specialist engineer, or you can move on to the 9.5 package, which is for the specialist programmer. So how you can do that? So basically there will be a coding round which will have three DSA problems. It will be easy, medium and hard. For me it was DP, and that is 3D DP, dynamic programming, and one was related to array, but it was kind of scenario based. It was not that normal array questions which was there, but it was a lead code medium, I would say, which was there for the easy. And so you have to be prepared for the coding round. You need to brush up your skills, and you have to come up with a full practice on session in the coding platforms like Geeks or Lead Code. So my personal suggestion would be Lead Code. You can start with GFG because it gives you that basic level which can help you start, but eventually if you have to upgrade your package to a higher package, you'll surely need to have coding skills. So yeah, I was kind of doing that regularly, and I was able to crack the coding round. And I think for my case there was around 171 students who got the final package of 3.6 LPA, and these 171 students have got the opportunity to upgrade their package. So we all have given the coding round, and out of 171 there was 20 students along with me who cracked the coding round. So what I think was I did two questions, and medium one I wasn't able to do because I guess the time was really less, like 3 hours, but still I wasn't able to make that and run all the test cases. So I did two and a half, but not the fully test cases of the medium one. So that's why I've got selected for the DSC, which is 6.25. If I would have done for the 9.5, like if I would have done three questions on the coding platform on their coding test, then I would have got 9.5. So basically, when you are selected after your coding test, what next? So here comes the main twist, which is your interview. See, acing an interview is not an easy task. Even if you are a good performer, even if you are a very good technical person, but still it's not really easy to actually ace it. You really need to have a good communication, good use of your body language, good sense of what you're wearing for the interview, and then your personality. This is something which can make your interview. When it comes to interview, it's not just your knowledge, it is more than that. But for sure your knowledge will be tested, and it's not like you will not give any answer and they'll select you if you have a good personality. It's not like that. Like, my interview was around 40 minutes. So firstly I focused on my personal experience, personal uh, outfit. So I chose a light blue color shirt along with a cream pants. So it was giving a kind of formal and very calm look. Along with that, I did not do not forget to watch your watch, because it's really important, and for the interview it shows that you are a disciplined person, so it's really important. And next is, you have to carry a folder where you can have all your documents, all your certificates, and if you have a good, if you want to show something there. But I get all my things into that folder, but I didn't show it to the interviewer. But my interview was started with the self introduction and some HR questions, which I was able to nail really beautifully, and I was able to make that expression or impression on that interviewer. You know, when you enter, in the very first 3 to 5 seconds, they will judge you whether you are the right match for that particular role or not. Even if they haven't talked to you, how you carry yourself, how you knock the door and walk into the room and just have a seat over there, it matters, really. How you greet them, how you start your conversation, how you give your self introduction. So, my basic tip, or the first pro tip for everybody who is preparing for the interview, would be, whenever your interview is about to happen in around next 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15 minutes or half an hour, prepare your self introduction. Don't just muggle up everything and find all the questions and what questions can be asked and give yourself tension, because your tension is gonna visible on your face, and they will judge your face, and they are gonna reject you, because they want to see how calm a person is, how much tension that person can bear, how much that person is adaptable to the working environment, and even if that person has the workload, how beautifully that person can manage that. So my personal tip would be, prepare really hard all through the night, really hard. But when you are dressed up, when you have reached that place and your interview is about to happen or about to start, you do not have to muggle up, or you do not have to be in chaos. You have to be really calm, take a deep breath, just believe in yourself, and don't forget to do meditation in the very morning of your interview, because it will help you relieve all your stress, all your tension, all your anxiety, and ultimately give you that confidence to shine. So next is, make your self introduction really clear, but do not speak up really fast. You know, when people are feeling less confident or getting nervous, they tend to speak really fast. You do not have to do that. You have to be really calmly present yourself in a very calm tone. Do not have to